sooner or later, self-employed is going to burn you out. I'm guessing that's probably what happened with you, right? You said it was the most expensive minimum wage job you've ever had. And I understand that because I've been in that position. When I owned my own personal training business, man, you tell me you wanted to work out at 4 a.m., I'm there. You wanted to work out 11 a.m., I'm there. So I had clients all spread out throughout the day. Last client was at 9 o'clock, so by the time I'd actually get done training them, it's 10 p.m., right? And so you do burn out quick no matter what when you own a job. So the pain is a great motivator. So typically people will find me when they're in a world of pain. Hey, I'm a personal trainer. I own my own personal training gym. Me and my wife are trainers. Now I feel like I don't even want to see my wife because we're in here all day together. Then we go home together. We're talking about work. Our relationship is falling apart. Right. So I always use pain as a great motivator right off the bat. And I let people know that you could either continue to be in pain or you can step up to something known as systems. And I always define system as I break it down into an acronym. System is save yourself time, effort, and money. And if you look at a system as an acronym, save yourself time, effort, and money, you go, all right, what can I do? Sometimes you have the money to hire an assistant to make the follow-up calls. By hiring an assistant for $13, $14 an hour, you're buying back your time so you can do more valuable things like selling. Right. An assistant can't sell a multi-$1,000 training program, but they can certainly follow up and call and make sure that lead comes in there to be sold, right? And so by creating a system, and they go, well, and then what do I do with the assistant? Well, you might want to create answers to the most commonly asked questions, right? Canned responses. Right. And when we pick up the phone, how do we answer it? So one system at a time, we begin to create freedom for my clients. And soon they go, wow, I'm making more money. I'm actually back in love with my spouse. I'm able to work on self-care again. Because the next thing happens is when you are have the most expensive minimum wage job, you let your body go to hell, right? Your health go to hell. And so the self-care becomes important, systems take over, you run the systems run your business, and before you know it, you start thinking scale. Because after systems, you go, I think I could do this with a second location.
Right.
Yeah, and then that's when they start thinking like an entrepreneur. So the entrepreneurial gene doesn't kick in until you have some level of freedom from that slavery that you created for yourself.
Yeah, I did a kind of a rant post a while back on Facebook, and it was that self-employment is one of the greatest lies in America because people think that being self-employed is freedom. But in many ways, it's like the greatest trap if you don't take the next steps, which you just defined, or systems and scale, and using that as a stepping stone. Too many people, instead of using it as a stepping stone, just stop there.
That's it. And they think self-employment is the holy grail. It's not.
No, if that's your goal, stay in the job world, right? Because there's going to be some other security there. Now, if it's a stepping stone, great, move forward. But
how do we get people to see it as a stepping stone, though?
That's a great question. I thought we were getting that from you, but
I mean, because this is part of my frustration is how do I get someone to see it? Because they go, well, I'm self-employed, I'm good, no one could ever fire me. It's almost like, okay, well, that's a great badge of honor. If that was the only thing you were looking for, no one would ever fire you if you just did your job right. Right? You didn't have to go and take out a loan and go upside down and stress out at night. I'd rather you clock out at 5 o'clock, turn off your brain, and go worry about your family and your fun.
Right.
And so self-employment is not the ultimate goal. It's actually creating a business that will feed a lifestyle.
Correct.
That can be scaled, that can be passed along to family members or sold, right? It's either going to be a legacy or it's going to have legs and be sold. And
I like that.
But no one is teaching that out there for some reason. They just go get self-employed. It's the American dream, but it's really the American nightmare.